Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the Xbox One 2013 model. Today we are going to be talking about is it worth it in 2025? Should you buy it or not? Let's start it up. I have opened the console before to disconnect the ribbon cable for the front panel to the main board because the front panel is not working. It's like on and off injecting discs and everything to just disconnect the ribbon cable, and it takes a lot of time to boot up because it is a 2013 hard drive, not even the newer hard drives on an SSD. Anytime now it will just boot up, and there you go, boot it up. I have installed a lot of free games and demos because I don't have any discs, and I have installed Roblox, Player Unknown, Battlegrounds, Fall Guys. I have installed like 18 games. You can see them here. Some of them are the free games, and some of them are demos. And in the Xbox One can also be used as an entertainment device. It has Twitch, SoundCloud, YouTube. It can work as a entertainment device, and it also kind of looks nice in our place right here. The TV stand, the TV cabinet, as you might say. Now let's talk about the specs and games. For the specs of the Xbox One, it has a 8 1.75 gigahertz CPU with 8 cores, 8 Jaguar cores to be exact. And for the GPU, it is a 1.31 teraflop GPU. A DirectX 12. You might not know this stuff, but it is not that powerful. It's pretty much a quarter less powerful than the PS4. That's why it's a bit cheaper sometimes from the PS4. But it looks, the games it offers and everything, the graphics are pretty nice. As you can see for Cyberpunk 2077, it's still Cyberpunk, whatever you say, it still drops, still sometimes it still drops FPS, sometimes lags. The shadow drop distance is not pretty far. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3 RAM, and only 6.5 gigs are available for games. The other 1.5 gigs are taken by the OS, but you can play on the Xbox One in 2025. And yes, it has a hard drive. You can upgrade it to the SSD, where it will have less of those pop-in, as you have seen in the back there. It will have less than that. And now we have Forza Horizon 5 gameplay for the Xbox One, credits to Digital Foundry, and credits to Fusion Xbox testing for the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay. As you can see, for the Forza Horizon 5, it doesn't really drop FPS right here. It sometimes drops it, but not really that much. Like if you see the gameplay, you can see in the corner, it barely goes to say 27, 28 FPS, and barely sometimes 23 FPS, and those they were able to get. Cyberpunk runs at 720p to 900p, DRS enabled, and probably for the Horizon 5 also 720p to 900p, DRS enabled. And the game library for the Xbox One is pretty huge. Like as you can see, there's a pretty big games I've showing you. GTA 5 is also available on the Xbox One. RDR2, Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite. So many games that you can just pick up and play. Like RDR2 right now, you can see it is kind of dropping frames right here. The frame time graph is also kind of spiking a bit too much. FPSs are like 23 24 FPS at 864p, not even 900p. Probably goes to 720p as well with DRS enabled. And now let's talk about the pricing and who is it for. Black Ops 6 is also on the Xbox One. As you can see, it was at 800 by 900 to 1280 by 900 with the DRS enabled, and the FPS do go below 30 FPS. It's supposed to be 60, but it just can't handle it that much. And the pricing for Xbox One in Pakistan right now are like 40k to 35k, depending on the condition what you get. In the US, it's probably, I have seen on eBay, as below as 20 to 50 bucks. It is pretty cheap for the games you get. Like Black Ops 6 is a pretty new title, and it's on there on the Xbox One. And anybody that just wants to game, doesn't really care about the graphics or loading times, and just wanted to get very cheap, extremely cheap I would say, can get the Xbox One. But remember, you will not have the best experience. Like, it will have sometimes pop in and sometimes drops FPS. You will never have the best experience, but the price you pay for is what you get. You can buy a One X. It will offer a much better experience. It can play some games in 4K and 30 FPS, like Forza Horizon 5 runs at 4K 30 FPS on the Xbox One X. It's quite a bit expensive than the One and the One S. The One X is sometimes as prices as double as the one fat one, the original 2013 one. It will cost us like double. As you can see right now, the graphics are pretty nice for the One S. The shadows and the graphics, the lighting, everything is pretty nice. And now you can see GTA 5. GTA 5 runs on the Xbox One pretty nicely. It's I think it does not have a DRS, or it does not go to 1080p or anything. It just is stuck at 1080p, and most of the time it will get 30 FPS. It will barely go below 30 FPS or anything. And remember, you don't get ray tracing, path tracing or anything. Those features are only available on the Series X and maybe on the Series S. And credits to Digital Foundry for the gameplay again. I would say it is worth in 2025 for, how cheap it is and the game it offers, and for even the free games like PUBG or Fortnite. Those games are also pretty nice, and Roblox, and can also play Game Pass or Game Pass games or stream from them. You can play free games from there if you have a pretty nice connection to the internet. I would say it still has a lot of life left in it in the Xbox One. Like, it can play a lot of games, lot of older games, some of the newer games like Black Ops 6. You can still have a lot of fun with it, and it can offer a lot of games like racing games and like Grand Theft Auto games and the horror games, as you can see right now, Resident Evil 3. This game also looks pretty nice. It can offer from RPGs, racing games, and so many games, as you can see from this one video. and there are a lot of like 700 to 800 games probably in Game Pass that you can stream. And there are so many games on the Xbox One, and from the Game Pass you can stream so many games. There's like probably every game, one game for everyone. If you like RPG shooters, first person shooters, third person shooters. As you can see, Resident Evil 2 gameplay. This game also looks pretty nice on the Xbox One. It is a pretty nice looking game. And Resident Evil 4 is only on the PS4, not the Xbox One. Now we have Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is also a pretty nice game. Halo Infinite multiplayer is free on the Xbox One and on the Series X and S. But the campaign is paid, not free. And on the Xbox One, Halo Infinite runs to 720p up to 1080p, DRS enabled, and it looks pretty nice. On the Xbox One, Halo Infinite looks like a next gen game, but runs on 30 FPS and barely drops FPS. Anybody who is on a budget, they can buy the Xbox One to play some of the older games, some of the newer games like FIFA 25, and I think the game that cricket game 25 also is available on the Xbox One. It can offer some of the new games. That's all for today's
as an
video.
entry-level way to play Halo Infinite. So, as it stands
Thank
right
you
now,
for
what's the
watching.
state of the next level up hardware-wise?
And goodbye.